Okay, so welcome to the first bi-weekly vlog. I know this is a super glamorous way to start this, but I'm sick. I think I have food poisoning. So I'm just gonna be at home all day. But I'm definitely gonna try and get some reading done today, so that's why I'm going ahead and starting this now. This is a book that I started last month but didn't finish, and that's The Raven Boys. I have tried to read this book like 2 or 3 other times, and I never completely finished it. So I'm trying and giving it like a third chance. I'm already 90 pages in. But I don't know how much of today I'm actually going to be awake. Obviously, I'm not wearing any makeup. And I just got out of the shower, but yeah. I'm just trying to take it easy. I'll probably sleep a lot. Yeah, today's not going to be super interesting, which is fine. Because something that I did mention in the video that went out, I think last week, is that I'm going to be switching to bi-weekly vlogs and just talking about what I'm reading. So you won't see very much of me today. You'll just see like little updates on if I do finish The Raven Boys or if I start something else. So yeah, hopefully the rest of this vlog will be a lot more interesting, but this beginning is rough. Okay. So I'm in the exact same spot. I sound awful because my throat is pretty much raw. I'm 175 pages into The Raven Boys, and I'm liking this a lot more this time versus the other 2 times that I've tried to read this book. It has literally taken me all day to read 80 pages, which is fine. I've been napping and resting, and I've played a little Cuphead too, so like there's that. But overall, I do think this book is really good so far. I doubt I'll finish it today, just because I think that's probably unrealistic. And it doesn't help that it's raining outside and it's making me super sleepy, and I just want to go back to bed for like the 4th time today. Okay, so after a long day of relaxing and trying to make myself feel better, I do actually feel a lot better. I'm also at page 262 in The Raven Boys, which means I just lost my page. But that means I've only got like 140 something pages left, which is good. I'm hoping I can finish this tomorrow, and then I can start on 1,000 Beginnings and Endings, and I do think that'll be a good first anthology to start with, just because it is the one that I think I'm going to be the most interested in. First of all, I apologize. I'm sick, so I sound awful. But I have a confession to make. So I just gave The Raven Boys 5 out of 5 stars. After 2 times of trying to read it, only making it about halfway and DNFing it, I finally finished it, and it's a 5 out of 5. Should I go back and read like every book I've ever DNF'd? Because I don't know who I am anymore. Like, I'm very conflicted and I don't know what's going on. Also, I'm probably gonna go buy the rest of the Raven Boys series because now I need to read it. So yeah, this is a problem, I think. Okay, so I'm finally on to my next book, which The Raven Boys was so good. Like, So good. 5 stars, loved it. Anyway, I'm gonna start 1,000 Beginnings and Endings, but for every story that I read out of this, I'm gonna read a couple chapters of The Grace Year. I'm gonna see if doing short stories this way is going to be beneficial for me. I'm hoping that that's the case. I think it will be, but I need to read The Grace Year anyway to catch up on some of my reading goals for this year. And I think this will go by pretty quickly. So I'm hoping that before our weekend trip this weekend, I can finish those 2, because then on the trip, I'll be taking 3 Sides of a Heart, Girls of Paper and Fire, and whatever book my Instagram poll has for me, which right now is looking like Radio Silence. So I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know, it's a 3-day trip, so I doubt I'm gonna read all 3, but there's also a lot of downtime, so who knows? Okay, so I'm in our bathroom because I'm about to dye my hair. Anyway, I just wanted to update you all really quickly. I started reading The Grace Year today. I'm already like 70 pages in. It's freaky, but it's really good so far. I will be trying to read a couple of the stories from 1,000 Beginnings and Endings tonight as well, while I'm waiting on my dye to set. So next time you see me, I will have like black hair, and hopefully I will be a couple stories in. Okay, so I wanted to pop in really quick to say, first of all, my hair is black. It looks super good. I read the first 2 stories in 1,000 Beginnings and Endings yesterday. Really good so far. I'm really excited to continue on. Hopefully I can complete that and The Grace Year before Thursday night, so that I can pack up my other books for the trip that we're going on, and I can have a break before I start those on Friday. Okay, so I got out of the shower and I finished The Grace Year. This book makes me mad. I was hooked the first 200 pages. I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, where's this going? I'm super intrigued. And then the last 200 pages, I guess, I didn't like at all. The way the story went was super irritating. Not at all what I thought was gonna happen, and it didn't really make sense the way it was introduced. I know a lot of people are probably gonna disagree with me on that one, but I don't know. There were some things that I was like, this could have gone a very different way and I would have liked it a lot better. So anyway, I'm irritated. I'm over it. I'm going to bed. Hopefully I can finish 1,000 Beginnings and Endings tomorrow, and then we will be on our road trip. Okay, so all my hair is gone. I'm in love. Anyway, I'm in the middle of packing and we leave in 6 hours. So should I go ahead and go to bed now and just finish packing everything up when I get up in the morning? But then that risks us leaving late, or do I just stay up late and risk waking up late but not have to like pack anything? The decisions are difficult, but it's a 3-day weekend. We're only gonna be gone for 3 days, and I packed 4 books, so should be interesting. But also, Good and Gather watermelon sparkling water is actually really good, so props to them. So we're road tripping today. Woo! Woohoo! We are both super tired already. We fell asleep at what, like close to midnight last night?
It was after midnight.
And we got up at 5:30-ish. No, it was closer to 6.
Yeah, it was 6.
I'm reading more of 1,000 Beginnings and Endings. It's super good. It reminds me why I like like mythology stuff so much. I'm really enjoying it. We've only got about like an hour.
I think so.
We're at our first stop, so we've already been on the road for 3 hours.
Something like that.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but yeah. So we're just gonna keep trucking along. Okay, so I totally just realized that I have not updated you all at all, like in person. So hello. We made it to the hotel, obviously. I am almost done with 1,000 beginnings and endings. I think I have like 80 pages left. And I think I'm gonna start Radio Silence tomorrow. And also 3 Sides of a Heart. We went to a ton of race shops today, and then we had ambiguous Asian food, which was pretty good. So I'd call it pretty good. It was fine. It was edible. But yeah, so we're exhausted. And we're going to go to bed. And then tomorrow we're going to the Hall of Fame and a couple more race shops. And then Sunday we will finally be talking about books again instead of NASCAR. So, can't wait. Okay, so another day of touring different race places, and the one we just went to was an experience. It was really cool to like see all the cars and everything, but I didn't film this, but there was like an entire room. Actually, there were a couple of rooms of just dead animals because
taxidermied.
Okay, they were taxidermized animals, but still, I was not prepared. But I didn't know that Richard Childress is like a big hunter, and so there was an entire room, or a couple of rooms, full of taxidermized animals, and I was like, I can't, I don't understand what's happening. But anyway, that was really cool. Next stop is Junior Motorsports.
Yep.
I am in the middle of, not middle, I mean I just started it, but I'm like 20 pages into Radio Silence, which is really good so far. And 1,000 Beginnings and Endings was okay. Like, there were some of the stories that I really, really liked, and then there were some I just didn't care for. So as a whole, I'm giving it 3 stars, but it was pretty decent. We are finally actually doing more like book related stuff.
Boo.
You had the entire weekend. I don't want to hear it. We're about 10 minutes away from the Greensboro McKay's. So we are going to hit both of the North Carolina McKay's, and we will have officially been to all 5 locations, which I don't think anybody else in the universe has this goal besides us, but I'm very excited about it. But we're about 10 minutes away, and I cannot be more excited! Okay, so the last McKay's totally made up for it. I was so happy. It looked kind of like the other McKay's, but still a little different. The cashier, I told her that we'd officially like hit every single location, and she was like, okay. But she didn't even know that there were ones in Tennessee, so yeah. I bought a couple things. I don't have them in the front seat with me, so like I can't show them to you, but they were I think about 6 books. Anyway, I am 170 pages into Radio Silence. It's actually really good so far, and I'm hoping to finish this book on this. I sincerely thought they had hit our car. I'm hoping to finish that on this road trip back home because we've got about 4 hours left. Okay, so we're back at home. It's been a day or two, and I forgot that I need to close out this vlog. So I read 3.5 books. I know I'm not like the fastest reader on YouTube, but I'm pretty proud of myself considering I was in a bit of a slump beforehand. My favorite read of the past 2 weeks is definitely The Raven Boys. This came out of left field for me. I've tried to read this twice before and did not like it at all, but this time I absolutely loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. Can't wait to read the rest of this series. Just a whole new love for me. And then the next book was really disappointing, and that was The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. I did not like this. I know that there is a type of fan out there that would absolutely love this story, but that's not me. The way that this story panned out aggravated me tremendously. I was hook, line, and sinker the first like 200 pages, and then it just went sour, and I'm really upset about it. But overall, not that great. 1,000 Beginnings and Endings was absolutely fantastic as a first example of what short story collections are going to be for me for this month. I liked most of them, but there were some that I really didn't care for, and I was having a really hard time coming up with a rating for this, so I just ended up giving it a 3, which I think is going to end up being like the way I rate these, because I don't think I'm ever going to come across one that I'm like in love with every single story, but this was a solid start. I love mythology, so this was like right up my alley. And then the last book, I didn't finish it, but I'm about halfway through it, and that is Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. Honestly, in my personal opinion, this story could have ended like 20 pages ago, and I'm only halfway through the book. It's good. it's giving me Eliza and her monster vibes, but at the same time, like, I don't like it as much as Eliza and her monsters. I don't know. The story is just a little too vague and mysterious for me. I'm finding myself getting a little bored trying to figure out like what happened to the sister and like why nobody talks about her anymore, and it's just, I don't know. It's fine, but I really want to love it, and I think I will at the end. I'm just having to trudge through the middle to get to the good part. The beginning, like, 100 pages were super good, and I'm really hoping that once I get through the middle 200 pages that the last 100 pages are going to be amazing and totally worth it. But anyway, I hope you all liked this bi-weekly vlog style. I definitely think this is more up my alley because I feel like there's better content, and it's full of reading instead of like me getting frustrated with myself for not reading or for not being the most interesting person. So tell me what you think about these bi-weekly vlogs. I would love to know. Definitely voice your opinions down in the comments below. I love to talk to you all, and I guess I will see you in 2 weeks. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!